Alright, so Hive is removing treasure wars. Now I know everybody and their mother has already made a commentary about this, and I'm late, blah diddy blah blah blah. I don't care. I did make a community post about it at the time, but I haven't actually made a video dedicated to it yet because I've been extremely busy, and I apologize about me being extremely busy. I have a lot of things to do. I've just moved into year 10, so I'm a busy man. I've also been outside touching grass, believe it or not. Yes, that's right, touch grass. But anyways, this video is not about me, so enough babbling on about what I've done in my life. But yeah, I'm gonna be explaining why I think it's an absolutely terrible idea and why they shouldn't do it. So, reason number 1. Nobody wants it! What is with Hive and adding things that are not going to make a difference to what the community wants? Like, genuinely, like, I don't know what the community wants, but I don't think it wanted the update. Obviously there has been some positive feedback, but the things I've heard from people after this update was announced was just bad. I've had one person say they want it, and that was my boy Siva, who said he wanted it. I've not had anyone else say they actually wanted the update. I've had people say they don't care about it. Fairs, but what's the point in adding an update if you don't care about it, you know? If the community doesn't care about it, or if the community is mostly annoyed about it, what's the point of adding it, because it's just gonna get negative feedback. Okay, so reason number 2 is that not a lot of people like it. I guess you can kind of link it to the last one, but not a lot of people like it. But like I've just said, a lot of people that I asked for about the update, or a lot of people when I went on my community post, they didn't like the idea of the update. Like, they didn't all. And I think Hive are probably going to go through it. I don't know when this update is coming out, by the way. So, yeah, if someone can tell me, then that'd be cool. But, you know, people obviously... people give it a negative feedback, like, mostly anyways. Obviously, not everyone gave it negative feedback, but most people did give it a negative feedback, which obviously isn't a good thing. Like, you release an update or something to get positive feedback from it and to get more people to enjoy what you create. Hive hasn't done that. Obviously for some people they have, but Hive hasn't done that. Most of the community, like I said, didn't want this. Reason number 3 is that they are... I'm not obviously 100% sure of this because I don't sit and follow what the Hive says 24/7. The only reason I knew about treasure walls removing was Olive's community post. But apparently all stats and levels and whatnot are being removed. So I'll split this into 2 parts. I'll split this into levels and I'll split this into stats. So levels, the people who have grinded for Prestige 5, or the people who have... I didn't even buy iron armor. The people who have grinded for Prestige 5, and the people who have... well, not even Prestige 5, like people like me who have grinded to Prestige 1 and whatnot, will now not have their levels transferred to however this bed wall system is going to be. Meaning, all the grinding that people have done is going to be for nothing. Meaning, if you're Prestige... I'm so sorry about the bad gameplay, by the way. I'm, like, extremely rusty. I've only just got back from school. But that means all the grinding that you've done so far for treasure walls has only gave you a few hub titles and quest points if you prestige. Now, I know they said they'll be giving people, like, some sort of amount of quest points for every prestige that you was, but that's not the point. No, it wasn't quest point, it was boosters, my bad. But that's not the point, you know? It's... people have worked hard for these levels. why remove them, you know? Like, this will link to another part. I'm gonna explain another part, either that they could do with like the little level system or whatnot, but they're probably not gonna do it. However, oh my days, this guy's so annoying. Anyways, and then there's the removal of stats. Once again, I know most people wouldn't have, because surprisingly not everyone's a try-hard in Treasure Wars, but most people will have worked hard towards getting better stats for Treasure Wars, and, you know, being able to show off on the leaderboard. Most people will have done that, obviously not everyone, because like I said, surprisingly, I've actually met some people who aren't tryhards, but for the most part, I know, obviously, I wouldn't say most people, but some people have worked hard toward these stats, and from the stats being removed, meaning once again, all their hard work for the stats, all the hard work to get levels, are completely gone now, because they are absolutely useless, because their hive is turning it into a completely new game mode. Once again, meaning people are going to be annoyed because people's hard work is gone. Simple as that. Alright, so I'm moving on to a different reason now. I don't actually know what reason this is, so my apologies, but they could have added the update and kept Treasure Wars. Bed Wars, as much as it seems really similar, Bed Wars has a completely different type of style to what Treasure Wars is. Meaning, they could have just added Bed Wars separately, rather than just revamping Treasure Wars, which is what I don't get. Like, what I mean by this is, like, take Bed Wars for example. Take Bed Wars for example. Take the Bed Wars generators. Bed Wars generators, literally, you upgrade it. It's not like Hive generators where they go faster. You upgrade Bed Wars generators, and what they do is they, instead of releasing gold, they release, or gold and iron, they release emeralds and diamonds, depending on what upgrade you have them. And take the playstyle for example. Hive Treasure Wars, you rush to the side completely. Hive Bed Wars is a little bit slower to what Treasure Wars is. Like, they're really different once you think about them. I would name reasons now, but I'm kind of like thinking of this at the top of my head, so it's, and while playing at the same time, so it's not really efficient, but you get the point. They could have just made it a completely new game mode. Now, although yes, this is negative, there are some positives to it, which is, well, that it will attract players, but slight problem, it will just attract 5-year-old mobile kids, which yes is good for the Hive server, but for the community, some people, well, I know some people will be like, oh yeah, easy then, but some people will want a challenge. Like, some people will want to be able to fight against tryhards, which moves on to my next one though. Why does it say the back rooms? Oh, okay, I'll check that out anyway, soon. Anyways, but then there's the other side of it, which it will attract tryhards, meaning everyone's going to have to sweat every game if it attracts tryhards, which not everyone wants, so it kind of contradicts the other idea, so it's just a bit dodgy overall. But that's all I feel like saying. I'm not going to go on a big rant about it, because I don't want to start ranting in a video. It's Hive's decision. I do not own the server. However, I do have one thing. Hive needs to stop adding things that the community doesn't want, or the community doesn't care about. Because take big games for example. Big games have millions of players. If they lose a few thousand players, it's okay. They're not gonna care. But if Hive loses a few thousand players, it will be very bad for the server. Obviously, I'm not gonna say this update is gonna remove thousands of players, because it's not. But let's say they do make an update that will make a few thousand players quit. It's not going to be good, because Hive is only a small server on Minecraft. When you think about it, I mean, there's Bedrock Edition, for example. Hive loses a few thousand players. it puts Hive at risk of not being a featured server anymore. Anyways, you get the point. I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. I'll try upload more. I do need commentary ideas though. But yeah, goodbye.